Community Action News with Rick Godley, CAN. Remember, when you can't, maybe together we can. Community Action News, CAN.
RickTok.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rick Godley, and alongside Julie Holmes, and we're at Grace Bible Baptist Church. And what we're looking at is 5 Loaves and 2 Fish Ministry. And Julie is the originator. Is that right? Would you like to say? 5 Loaves and 2 Fishes. You had a Community Connect meeting, and now you're going around into the community to address hunger in the community. And so talk about, first of all, when God laid this on your heart, what motivated you to do this? What motivated you to put the feet?
Well, when you keep hearing something and it keeps being persistent, you decide eventually that you need to do something about it. So I kept hearing the term soup kitchen in my mind, and I got curious about it. I wanted to know, did we have a soup kitchen in our area? So I kind of asked around, and nobody seemed to know. So I thought the one person that would definitely know that was Stephanie Matthews at CCA. So I went and got an appointment with her, and we sat in her office and had a nice conversation, and she said, well, several other groups had tried to start something, but it just never really took off.
Right.
And in our conversation, she mentioned food truck, and that was, we need to be mobile.
Oh.
There's plenty of people in this area that are experiencing food insecurity. They may not be able to get to a brick and mortar facility, but we can find out where they are and we can go to them. So that's how this whole idea came about.
You know, and you bring up Stephanie Matthews, CCA, Christian Community Action of Lincoln Parish, operative word action.
Right.
And then also we have a great organization, Humanitarian Enterprises of Lincoln Parish, to help. They do the Meals on Wheels, and Julie, you know as well as I, Lincoln Parish is pretty affluent, so when you even say the word food insecurity, there is a level of unbelief that can't be happening in our community. But in fact, it is happening in our community. Exactly.
You know, there, like you said, there's some misnomer going around that we don't have that problem here. Yes, we do. We decided to do some research on that, and so we looked at some 2020 census data that was put together by United Way, and they came up with a figure of 64% of the residents of Lincoln Parish fall below the ALICE threshold. Now, ALICE is an acronym for Asset Limited, Income Constrained, Employed, or what we would commonly call the working poor. These people make just enough money not to qualify for government assistance, but they're struggling. They're still having trouble making ends meet. And so that's the population that we really want to target. But we don't refuse anybody.
Right.
Anybody that walks up and wants a meal gets one.
Well, and we're here at Grace Bible Baptist Church, Rough Edge Road in Ruston. And what you do here, from what I'm understanding, you prepare 100 meals. And first come, first serve, literally.
That's correct.
And they're hot meals, correct? That's
right. It's not nothing wrong with a sandwich and an apple, but we decided that we wanted to go with hot, healthy meals. And so each, like you said, each event that we have, we prepare for 100 meals. The meal consists of a main dish, a side dish, a roll or bread, and some sort of dessert. Also provide bottled water and cutlery, what have you. For this particular event, we're excited to be able to provide a space for them to sit and eat if they so choose.
Right.
Or it's in a clamshell box so they can take it and go if they wish.
One of the things that I'm seeing from your publication in an ecumenical kind of way that many churches or even more can jump on board in many organizations, many businesses, on how to help out. So talk about that. How would somebody get involved?
Well, we have a Facebook page,
Right.
5 Loaves, 2 Fish Ruston, and that's number 5, number 2. You can like and follow us there. We list our events, or you can direct message us. Hey, I got a group that would like to do a meal, and we will contact you and coordinate you and get you a date and get you set up. If you're an individual and you say, well, I couldn't do a whole meal, maybe I could do a dessert, fine, we'll plug you in with another group that wants to do part of a meal. We can fit you in.
You know, you sent me, being a doctor, what was it chemistry? Was it history? It was engineering or something, right?
Close.
Okay.
It did begin with an E, education.
Education. She has is it a 64-page PowerPoint? In other words, it's a comprehensive study that you've done to back and document all of what we're talking about.
Yes, well, actually, my dissertation wasn't about this topic, but anyhow, but this is near and dear to my heart.
All right, so if you want to get involved, follow on Facebook the number 5 Loaves, 2 Fishes, because this is just the beginning of something big.
Tack on Ruston at the end of that Facebook.
5 Loaves, 2 Fishes Ministry, or 5 Loaves, 2 Fishes Ruston. All right, so today we're at Grace Bible Baptist Church, Rough Edge Road. Today is also May 2nd. You know, one of the things, and we'll wrap this up, because do you actually cook, and are you the chief cook and bottle washer?
This time. I was one of the cooks last time. But the ladies here at Grace Bible Baptist have graciously given up their time and talent to make this evening's.
Awesome. But where I was going with this, I think it's Lincoln Rotary and Tyler Storms and Stephanie Matthews. That summertime is when the local food pantries, regardless of where you live, but since we're in Lincoln Parish, CCA, they get hit the hardest because a lot of the families depend upon the school system to feed their children.
And I've been there. I used to volunteer in the food pantry, and you think those shelves are going to be completely full because we gave zillions of cans of what have you during the Christmas holidays. Oh, that's bound to last. It gets bare before you know it.
Well, and you bring up a valid point. It's like we somehow, I think it would have been programmed that it's cold and hungry. Well, hunger knows no season. And especially in the summertime is when the greatest need arises.
A lot of the people that come to our meals are kids.
Wow.
So a lot of times they'll come and ask, can I get 3 plates? Because I've got a mom at home and a brother, you know, or somebody's getting off work, you know, and they're hungry.
Sure.
You know, some of those kids eat very early in the day at school.
Right.
So by the time 5 o'clock comes around, they're hungry.
I notice you have a list here as well. Anybody you want to cite by saying thank you for getting involved, and thank all the folks in the future who's going to get involved?
Gosh, I'll be sure to forget somebody, and please forgive me if I do.
You're forgiven.
But
we're talking about 5 loaves and 2 fish.
Right.
You are forgiven.
Well, St. Thomas Aquinas Catholic Church here in town has been a big supporter pretty much from almost the very beginning. Different groups from the Women's Guild has done several meals. The college age group did a meal. So, you know, the younger ones can get involved too.
Sure.
So they have been a big supporter. The Presbyterian Church has done a meal. Trinity has been involved in several meals. St. Benedict's in Grambling donated some water when we were in Grambling. We were so grateful for that in the middle of July. The Church of the Living God in Dubach, we did our very first meal there.
Oh, really?
Yes. So they were part of it. Ruston Housing Authority has been very generous to us in using the Greenwood Recreation Center in Ruston. Century Next Bank, 60 cases of water. Gotta love it.
Gotta love the props too, being prompted there.
Super One Foods, Todd and his staff have been so generous. They give us a $100 gift card every month.
Great. Great.
So that really helps defray our expenses, and we're so grateful to them. Hot Rod Barbecue has given us discounts on food. Jonesboro State Bank, big shout out to them. They gave us a Pledge 10 grant.
Cool.
And we're busy grant writing and trying to do some fundraising as well. Our ultimate dream is to have a 16-foot concession trailer so we can really be mobile.
Get mobile. So if you want to help step up to the plate so they can serve more plates, see what I did there?
Oh, I like that.
Get in touch with Julie Holmes. Thank you, thank you. Some radio people think that way.
Yes, you can get a hold of me at my email. It's Julie, Julieh, at 5 spelled out, Loaves, 2 fish.org.
And she didn't want to talk. I think she did great.
Thank you.
There we go. That's it.
We appreciate you,
You're
Rick.
welcome.
Thank you.
Community Action News with Rick Godley, CAN. Remember, when you can't, maybe together we can. Community Action News, CAN.
RickTok.